Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joppy Noodle Legs here, just giving you a little update on my seemanni, which I've had now about a week now. It seems to be settling into its enclosure. As you can see, the spider there. Obviously, as you remember, the unboxing video was a little bit of a fail, simply because I lost so much of the footage due to my telephone saying that there's not enough memory, etc. Anyway, this is the setup that my spider's in. It's got one half of the setup this side where the water bowl is and the moss is a sort of a damp and sort of moisture area, and that tends to be where the spider likes to hang out more. And this side where the hide is a bit drier. I like to give my spider the option of both. Simple bees and being, because that's probably in the wild, that's what they would have. They would have the option of both. You know, they would have a damp, wet area, and they would also have a dry area. Now, if she or he likes the damp area, then that's where it will hang out most of the time. And to be honest, it's kind of worked out well for me, because it means my spider's out quite a lot. So I do get to see her quite a lot. Or him, or he, sorry, him. Look at me, him. Right, so what I'm going to try to do today, I might just attempt a little feeding. So let me try and grab a reasonable sized cricket. I don't want to get a massive one, but I'll try and get a reasonable sized one, and we'll try and plonk that in there. What I'll do, I'll pop it up here. There we go. So that's just putting a little bit of live food in there. She might eat, he or she might not eat, because it did eat about 3 or 4 days ago. So it might not be too hungry, but I'm going to give it the option to have something to eat. There we go. I think the cricket is maybe have spotted her or him. Oh, oh, she or he. So, that's amazing takedown as always. Yeah, this has been a really good eater. I've had her, like I said, I've had a week, and I feed my juveniles. Normally, I offer them food every couple of days. Sorry, I'm having a drink. Yeah, I tend to offer them a bit of food every couple of days. Simple reason being, they're a growing animal, and if they don't take it, they don't take it. If they don't take your food, oh look, we're getting a little happy dance. If they don't take the food, I'll leave it in there. I will leave it in there for like about 12 to 24 hours, and then I'll remove it if it doesn't want it. This one's very, very happy to have it in. A little happy dance. These are terrestrial species that do like to burrow. That's why I like to give my spider that option. The substrate is on this side, where it's damper. It's not so deep, but then over this side, as you can see, it gets quite deep. You probably couldn't see, actually. Let me have a quick see if this works a bit better. You can see it's a lot deeper on one side, and this side not so deep. I do this on a lot of my enclosures because I want to see my spider as well, and to enjoy my spider. I like to give them the option to burrow, and I like to give them the option to sit on top and be terrestrial, whatever suits that individual animal. Some animals, like for an example, curly hares, tarantulas. Now they are terrestrial spider, but my curly hair is more like a fossorial, as it seems to prefer to burrow a lot more than it does to sit on top. So I like to give my animals that choice. and it's like probably one of my favourite words. I call it enrichment. I want my spider to have an enrichment and a good life. And I think the only way they're going to really get that is by offering them every sort of option that suits them. And to me, terrestrial species, new worlds, that are pretty much optimistic burrowers. Give them that option. Give them that option of both. Yes, if you don't give them much substrate and just a little hide, yes, you're probably going to just see them sitting out more. But is that what that spider wants? Now, giving it that choice of actually burrowing and going down like into a burrow, or sitting on top, they've got that choice. You know you've done the best thing for your spider by giving it this choice. And like I said, with this spider here, this half of my tank is moist and that side is dry. Again, I'm giving it that option. Not all of them require that. The other species that's similar to this that does require this is your Agen, your Brazilian white knee. It also likes a choice of an option of a moist area and a dry, and that's because they in the wild they live by riversides, so that's why it's good to give them that option. We're still getting our little happy dance. Oh, bless his heart. Absolutely beautiful. This is such a beautiful species. This one, it appears to be, I never assume, but it appears to be an absolute sweetheart. It's never done anything. It's never bolted from me, or it's never been sort of skittish or anything like that. Where these are quite renowned to be a little bit like that and a bit faster for but this one, it's been an absolute little sweetheart. I know I've only had it a week, but it's been an absolute sweetheart. Like when I took the lid off the enclosure to make this little video for you, it just sat there and just let me take the lid off. When I transferred her over, like I said, when I received her, I put the pot into the enclosure around about sort of like here, and I just used a little paintbrush on its bottom, and it just strolled up and walked up and went round the plant, had a walk around. No, it was just really beautiful. I was just thought, oh, what an amazing moment. These are beautiful spider. Their common name is the Costa Rican zebra because of their legs. Don't know if you're going to pick up on this very well, but their legs have like a stripe. If you see down the legs, that's where they get their name, Costa Rican zebra, or your Costa Rican stripe leg. It's a beautiful, beautiful spider. This one looks in very, very good health. Look at those little eyes. I do love a spider's face. There's just something about it. They almost look like they're all cross-eyed, and it just makes them look really, really cute. And I just love them. Yeah. Anyway, this one does like a bit of a sort of a moist area in their enclosure. So give them that option. And for the humidity, if it needs to be a bit higher, like I've used this, that is really, really damp and wet in there. And I've put the moss on there because what that does, that helps to hold the moisture in that pot. So it keeps it moist. And then as the room gets warm, the moisture evaporates through the moss, which helps to keep the moss green, and also into the air. And now that is what's called humidity. And that's what will help this spider, especially when it gets to molt time. I'm hoping that's why I put quite a bit of moss around this area, because I thought if it does molt and it wants to be on the damp area, it might lay on the moss, which would be a nice softer environment for it. And guys, like with the food, like I was saying to you, if you do put live food in there, please take it out after a day. Don't leave it in there. even if you're going away for a few days, like I sometimes go down to see my son. So the day before, I will put some food in. Most of the time, most of the spiders take it straight away. But if they don't, I'll put it in. But before I leave, I check to see if that food's gone. If it isn't, I'll take it out. Because if I'm away for a few days and that spider, that beautiful animal, goes into molt there, and you've left a cricket or something in there like that, or a superworm, that spider is in a very, very vulnerable situation because it cannot defend itself when it's molting. And so you don't want a horror story when you come back from your trip, to find a dead spider and maybe a very full cricket. So to avoid that, take the food out, okay? Even if you're not going away, take it out, guys. If you're going to work, you don't know. The spider could go into molt while you're at work, and it puts them in a vulnerable situation. Now, so don't do that for your spider. There we are, guys. So anyway, I think we'll leave this little video here. This is just an update and a little bit of how I sort of keep my spider. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to put it onto the unboxing video. Like I said, a disaster that turned out to be. Although I did manage to get quite a nice little video out of it in the end. So what we do, we'll leave the spider to its dinner. It's beautiful. I'll keep you up to date, and please continue to watch my channel if you're interested. Please check out a few YouTube channels as well, guys. There's a few brilliant YouTube channels out there if you're new to the hobby. Please go and check out Mark the Spider Guy, Peter Webster, Spider Mum 1978, RS Designs, Unusual Pets, Reptile Innovations, Robbie's Talking Teas, Incredible Inverts and Other Animals, Annie Arachnids, Tea in the Deep Blue Sea, Dave's Little Beasties, Unseen Universe. All these are fantastic channels. Absolutely amazing. There's loads and loads of channels that I watch. So please give them the time of day and go over and give them a sub. Absolutely amazing channels. 8 Legs, 4 Wheels, which is Greg's channel. Please go and check his channel out, guys. Really, really awesome. Spiders, Andy's channel. Please go and check his channel out. So what we're going to do, guys, is just leave the video there, and I'm going to wish you all the best of health and hope I'll see you all soon.